Hello again. Welcome back to part 3 of Dismantling a Sewing Machine, which I didn't think it would get this far, but here we are. Alright. Don't mind the chair. Okay. So we got a fair amount of progress done last time. I have at least a good couple dozen screws in here of varying sizes. They're mostly gold for whatever reason. Most of the time, when you buy screws from a department store, they're largely silver, but whatever. We're gonna attempt to do it again. I forget which was the good screwdriver from last time. It's been a couple weeks. I mean, you could be binging these one after another, and it was literally just a couple seconds ago, but for me, it's been a couple weeks. Nope. We're not going to start with a strip there. Okay, come on. Huh. That's going like Becky. We were unhappy that you left us apart for several weeks. We're going to show you. And it's like, really? Okay, come on. Maybe the sewing machine doesn't want to be a bottom. There, I said it. Okay. We're going to try from the top. It somehow, it still stands up. Nice thicker one there. Oh, that one's hiding over there. Oh, this actually fits in that one. There we go. Finally. I don't know if this is going to unscrew anything important, but whatever works. And that just jumped right out. I hope I don't step on that later. What is it with screwdrivers stripping these screws? Do screws just become weaker as they get old, or... Wait. No, that's from last time. I still have to figure out how to get that big bicycle chain thing out. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. There we go. Oh. Yeah, a lot of these I guess are just gold plated because when I'm turning the screw and it creates that metal mark on the screw, it shows up silver underneath. And I just did it again. Yeah. I think Britney Spears showed up in a dream of mine last night. I forget what she was doing in the dream, but she did. Ooh, I hope I didn't mark my wooden desk underneath. Oh well. I remember being somewhat surprised, oh, it's Britney. Oh, that just got looser. Thank goodness. For a moment, I thought I broke the screwdriver. This one's a black screw. Oh, it just loosened a really big thing. Ha! That came out. Oh, that's a weird looking one. Look. It's only the very bottom that's actually screwed. It's like a nail for the rest of it. And then, oh, that undid a spring, so we can probably just bend that and pull it out, right? Yep. Look at that. Wow. Kind of reminds me of like a Lego wheel. Which I would know about because I bought Legos last week. For a different project entirely. Which I now actually have to dismantle because having to chill around for a week in the dining room was probably long enough. I made the Pyramid of Giza, but it's surrounded by a moat. Ooh. That got part of that loose. So that's connected to there. And that's not anything I can unscrew. Well, there's that if I can reach that. I guess I'm going to have to hold that tight in order to deal with that. There we go. Oh. Hey, we're also like at the end of March right now, and like the end of March is supposed to be in like a line out like a lamb, but it's been like a lion the past couple days outside. It is so cold. It's like, why are you still so cold? There you go. Oh yeah, it's one of those other screws that's like they just cut it off. It's like, oh, you lost the screw head? Well, let's just put the screw head in the actual corkscrew part. Doesn't affect how that happens, but there's another screw right there. Do you see how small that was? It's like, how does that even work? It's only like 3 turns. It is not affecting this function whatsoever. It's like another screw I can't reach though. I see like the back of it. It's making this lever up. You've probably been seeing this, right? It's making this lever go up and down. Oh, but, oh, okay. So I gotta hold that in the same position so I can undo that screw. Oh, that's like the smallest one I've ever seen. Look at that. That's barely even a millimeter. That takes that off. Have more modern art wire here. Some way. If it comes out. There we go. And something that could be mistaken for a gun in Lego World. Oh, so maybe I can... Oh, that's starting to strip that, but it moved. Okay, come on, baby. You can do it. There are several things I call baby in my life right now, but they're all inanimate objects. Probably the biggest baby in my life right now is my car. But then there's also all the machines at work. Oh! Okay. I just saw something weird on the screwdriver here. See how that's just like... So it's not connected. It was an add-on, which... Why? Why is this add-on onto the screwdriver? And it's... The way that it's like falling on part of me, this is probably decades old. It's potentially older than I am. which in the grand scheme of things is not that old, but still a while for a tool. At this point in my life, I've been around for half of my dad's life, but not my mom's life. Oh, it's getting looser. It's getting looser. Oh, that's why it's so hard. It's working against a nut. There's a nut holding a screw on the other end, so I'm like working against that. The goal is to not strain my wrist before I go back to work. Switch sides there. I'm not ambidextrous, but there was like a point in my life where I wanted to become left-handed. So I attempted to write with my left hand. I'm pretty sure I posted that video already of me writing with my left hand. Well, not necessarily that, but what the result was. Am I even making any progress? That fits over that. It's like I brought up the wrench for a reason. Oh, now I'm making more progress. Something just dropped into the sewing machine. Oh, it was that nut. There we go. And we have found more lube or grease or whatever that stuff is. Oh, it's another one of those strange screws again. And we got rid of that. Has like 1, 2, 3 on it, so it's like some sort of like designator there. Oh. So I guess that will come apart when I take off that last screw right there, because that looks like the only thing that's holding it. Yeah, that's the only thing that's still holding that there. And it doesn't look like I stripped it yet. I'm pretty sure I turned that last time and it was... Yes! Yes. And the screw just fell out of one hole into another. And look at that. That's pretty cool. They're held on like by these washer-like things. They're like these partial washers. I can actually reach the spring now. I'm probably not going to be able to reach any more. Oh! So this part right here is connected to the metal part in the back. And it's separated by the plastic part that's in front here. Wait. Spin. That spins around. That just came out. gonna have to dig in much deeper for that stuff. Oh, but that's a screw I never saw there before. I never had the chance to see it before because it's so far back. But it's attaching that to that. Oh, it's coming out quite easily. This series could probably be a drinking video if you really wanted to make it a drinking video. Probably anytime I say the word screw, you drink. Not that I'm condoning drinking irresponsibly. That just loosened something there. But that did nothing except make that less. It's a smaller one right there. I should probably get the Phillips. But it's jumping. That's also jumping, so I want something slightly bigger. There we go. Or that. It's kind of like the same shape a knight moves in chess. Figure out like the screw that was holding this in. Or not yet, not yet. No, that just stripped the screw again. Why do we keep doing that? Oh, can this just get pulled right out? Ha ha! Look at that. I don't even know what shape this is. It's kind of like a T-Rex mouth. Maybe. That's like something loose. I gotta remember my nails aren't as long as they were before, so I have to be careful. I wanted to keep them longer, but when they get to like a certain length, I just have to cut them. Basically, the moment they start getting dirty and I can't keep them clean is the moment they get cut. Oh, well, I found the nut from the previous time. That's where it fell. And that's spinning. I guess that must be where the bobbin was, or... Oh no, the bobbin was wound in here. Like, we actually found the bobbin winding spot. It was a lot easier to find, but that spins around for whatever reason. That's pretty sharp. Ooh, it's super sharp. It's like a ladder. Well, let's turn around to the side here. Anything I can get from the side. Oh, does this spin around? No, I can't reach that yet. Unless... Oh, that just popped off. It's like a plastic screw. And these are wires. Oh yeah, that's the light switch we were working on a time before. No, stuck. So just pull out. Wait. Haha! We took out a cut wire. can take that off with the wrench. Well, not that socket wrench, but that wrench is too small. That wrench is too loose. That wrench is also too small. We didn't hit the Goldilocks thing there. You know, I had that situation at work recently. I was trying to fix a machine. I was trying to get it tighter. And so I found a set of... I couldn't find a wrench, but I found a set of pliers. Well, I also found, like, one of the bigger wrenches like that, like a pipe wrench, too. And then I went to go talk to somebody while holding both of those. And I think I must have freaked the guy out. But it's like... Or no, it's more just like a... Oh, here I'm just having a normal conversation while holding these two really big tools in my hand. Which is not typical for my job. But I've gone on many hunts in my work looking for certain tools to fix stuff. It's like it's not a class unless I'm raiding the main area where the managers hang out, or like the back of the problem solve area, to look for something to fix something that's broken. Doesn't quite reach. I wasn't expecting for that to work. All right. So the plastic is off. We finally did it. And those are hold on by screws. So we're just going to attempt to take off the screws now. Get my Phillips. Hold that tight. Oh, yeah, and that comes off super easy. I did not mean to sound like Andy Samberg just now, but there you go. There's like glue in these screws too, or maybe it's lube. Who knows? Who knows what any of these substances are? I guess the question is, did I break anything? It doesn't look like it. But yeah, I'm going to turn it around once I take this out to show you what the other side looks like, because it's pretty cool. That's like stuck. There we go. Haha. Now I got like a puppet. It's like a puppet face, like... It's kind of like a, now that I think about it, it's kind of like a built-in Three Stooges device, like that. Kind of like when the Stooges go like this, and then someone goes like that. And I think I just marked the glasses. I did. I wear glasses all the time. I should know better. Alright. I don't need glasses to see everything in my life, but just the stuff that's far away. I mean, look at that. So that was, I thought that was like an LED light. No, that orange thing was an actual indicator. Got a bunch of screws and devices, and there's some sort of wire right here. Oh, is this how this works somehow? Okay, this is kind of like stuck by a screw too. There's more screws, so... Time to start unscrewing more stuff. Alright. Also, it's weird. So this is a screw that's held on by a nut. But then there's like a flat thing right there where you can unscrew it. Which would be perfect, except there's a bar in the way. And we just stripped that screw. Let's get the Phillips. Oh, that's just skipping. There we go. Oh, this is another one of those screws with the weird halo thing. Oh, the halo thing is not attached. That's just a washer. Like super small though. Oh! So there is a surprise spring, just like boinga boinga boinga. It's almost like I'm not going to finish that thought. Okay. So we got that. And there's like the plastic lever that's looking like a huge Lego. Ooh, I think we're going to be able to easier reach the bike chain thing. That just came loose. It's like a lot looser than that was. Like, taking this apart kind of makes it strange to think about how this must have gotten together. I mean, this is the 21st century. This was probably made sometime in the 20th century. And it's like, even so, automation was a thing. So lots of this must have been automated. But even so, I mean, like, how do these things get in there? How do people even design this stuff? It just blows my mind. Like, there's a series, this documentary series I was watching on Disney Plus. It was called Made in a Day. And lots of things that they did that were like made in a day weren't actually made in a day. But it's amazing the thought and process that goes into these things. Like, how do people even think of that? It's kind of like one of those things you just watch and it's just like, wow. Just the automation, like, stuff that goes into this stuff. The thought. I'm just in a lot of awe of like people who like make this stuff too. Oop. It's like a thin slip of metal. Ow. I hope I didn't just cut myself. You see, I got like this cut on my thumb like a couple months ago because I was being stupid at work. Well, I was half being stupid at work. I was trying to be smart, but I was stupid in another way, and it still led to the cut. And it's taken several months to heal, and I'm hoping it's not a scar, because I already got a scar on this thumb from when I was stupid as a 16-year-old. Ooh. Ooh, okay. I think I can do this without cutting anything. If somehow use that. Ha! You look at that? I was able to unwind the whole thing. I don't even know what type of string this is. Kind of reminds me of sinew. Not that I've ever touched sinew, but I read a lot about it, and it looks a lot like how I would imagine that to be like. Oh, that's how I'm going to get that apart. Okay. So you see how there's like these two screws right here? They are what's holding the bar in. would you look at that? That's the more lube there. Ugh. It's kind of just like, ooh, ooh. Anyway, you can get more, you can at least get that undone. Now we just got that all over that wrench. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to clean. I got a feeling water is not gonna be enough. There you go, that came off. Yeah. Oh! I mean, the glove worked just fine. I just gotta remember these are now the dirty gloves. Seven millimeters, what's working right now, somehow. It's like spinning without, oh, I got loose with my hand. It's like spinning without actually grasping onto something. I think in order to get those two, I'm going to actually have to use the machine in a different way. Like that. Just get that out of the way. Get out of the way. There you go. Nope, flat's not going to work for that. It's going to want the Phillips. There we go. Ooh! It got all of that loose. It's easy. So small screw there. Do these two come apart? Probably. Not really. But it got loose with this dongle thingy. Ooh. This feels like... It feels like one of those fidget toys from the 90s. Not like the current fidget spinners now, but like... I don't know if any of you are thinking about what I'm thinking about, where you got kind of like a small handle and then you have a flappy thing like this and you just spin it around and that's the whole toy. Am I just imagining this? Like, I feel like this happened. It would have been like cheap plastic. You would have gotten it in like groups of 20 and just handed it out to little kids. It feels like something you would have ordered from Oriental Trading. If any of you are thinking of what I'm thinking of, can you like please post a picture of it so I know I'm not crazy? Well, I know I'm technically not crazy in general, but like that I'm not just imagining this. Yeah, and we have like the smoothest round bar in existence right here. Like, this is a piece of art in itself. Anyway, I'm going to work on taking the other part out. There we go. Yeah. Got more of that. So we got a much smaller nut here that's connected to a screw. Oh, but I can actually reach the screw now. I think I'm going to have to pull out a flat for my interchangeable guy right here. Guess, well, I feel like this may fit. Yeah, that's going to fit. Okay. Oh, wait. That has to go in there, too. There we go. So this is a weird case where that's just gonna have to go down. Let me sit down for a minute here. It's just gonna have to go down. Bad screwdriver, bad screwdriver. Don't fall off the table, screwdriver. Okay. Oh! That just came loose. I wasn't expecting it to come loose, and it blends in with my pants. Okay. This is a case where so much of it was sticking up and it was being held by this, and it's like, what was this even holding? That gave out a lot easier than I was expecting it to, man. But we only got 2 things left holding that there. Oh, and there's like a little lever attached to a spring, and I just broke the spring, or I just unattached the spring. Huh. And that just came out. And that was the spring. Springs are all these weirdly different shapes. That's holding on to something. Oh, that just came loose. Is this going to come off? No? Well, we got 2 more screws at least on that part before we have to go from a different direction. Oh! You just see that? Here, let me lift that up. There was like a thing right here, and I was just able to go whoop. And that, I think, is attached to some sort of screw. So, aha! Okay. Guess that makes my life a little bit easier now. So that's like lubed up, and that's also screwed in. But there's like nothing. Or no, I don't really think that is, I think that is attached. I think that's just attached. I can't actually take that apart. Okay. Like how do they even, they must have cast these in the metal molds, right? And they must have gotten these to be the precise, like, 100th of a millimeter in order for them to work. And it's like, how do they do this and have it work? It's nothing short of a miracle, I tell you. And that just completely missed the screw thing again. I hope I don't step on that later. Knock on wood. Oh, I just saw like that loosening happen. It's kind of like the mechanical equivalent of undoing your belt, and your stomach just like fills up the extra space. It's like, up. Yeah. See that? Something just gave out there. So that's not attached to the metal part right there. Ooh. Alright. Let's switch sides here. I see a point where there's a spring that I can more easily remove if I can find where I put that tool. Ha, there. Kind of just force it to be loose, you know, just force it to come out. Without like damaging the actual spring itself, I only want to bend the... Yeah! Look at that. So that part is like completely loose. There's no tension there anymore. And now it's like, why is the light switch so tense? I mean, that part came loose entirely. So it's like, what's left that's making it hold on? Oh! That nut. How can I more easily reach that nut? Okay. So the only things connecting that huge part that you just saw me loosen up to the metal are 3 nuts. I think. Oh, there's also something kind of like holding it to the metal part right there. Can I... Is that an actual screw in there? Maybe. I still don't even know what's holding this thing on. Maybe if I just pull it. It worked for the other part. No. Oh no, that's like metally attached. For whatever reason. Okay. So if I reach for that screw again, it's 1/4. One-fourth is a screw. Where's my 7mm guy that helped me out? That's the 8mm. This is 7mm. Yeah, I got a feeling that one's gonna work. Yeah. So. Then you want to have to hold on to that to make sure that doesn't... Oh, that's moving. Don't move. Did I really pinch that? And no. There's like no friction right there. What did that reach us at? Go this is new. Thank you. There's that metal bar in the way. I'm probably going to have to take that out first. What if I bend this down like that? I can at least get that part. I can more easily access the nut right there. Oh wait, it goes the other way for this one, huh? There we go. It's like I could feel it getting tighter. Can I just use my finger? Ah! Just use my finger at that point. Just need the initial loosening. There we go. There's one of them. That's a screw right there. Really? Really? Okay. Oh, there's another screw like holding on that right there. Well, I suspect we accomplished a lot for part 3, so we're going to continue this next time. That was today's entertainment. Have a nice day.